I know they that one. Oh boy, Etaka. I know they that go do what you want to do. Come on.
More nwoko don't come out to come talk with video evidence when Sammy come out come they make trouble for compound. My correct people they know it's something. If una been done the record videos they keep, that means maybe there was a feeling that things are gonna go south soon. Because I can't imagine myself, recording things and saving for someday. When you begin to do all of this, that means you don't get feelings things will go south. That means this is not as new as we think. Because me, I felt like, okay, maybe it just happened. So if we can't go to the side of, reading Regina's write-up, she said anytime when she won't leave the marriage, that means this is not her first attempt. So anytime we won't leave the marriage, a man go lock her up, these things. Maybe that's why she came out on social media. I don't know. But, for video recordings to already dig ground, that means they've been done they see things go south. So everybody just they keep in own record. In case it. So let's watch this.
I know they that one. Oh boy, Etaka. I know they that go do what you want to do. Come on for here.
Who is the person driving the car?
I see they explain, give the policeman, say no, she's not going anywhere.
No,
who is he?
I said that she's going. Like this.
Explain it to him. Who calls him?
You are trying, don't worry, sorry.
No, you are doing for your level. I know that's what you're doing for your level. Who goes in for shit to explain where she want to go?
You are
for police.
You are good.
What be that?
You are very good boy. Don't worry.
You attempt that thing again to display what I go display for you. And I go feel that.
Oh yeah, what they go?
So these videos show Sammy Regina's brother reportedly coming to my home and harassing my children and domestic staff, especially whenever I am not around. He visits were often aggressive and disruptive. This is someone I sponsored through his last 2 years at the University of Ekpoma. I bought his musical instruments, rented and furnished a flat for him in Abuja. In addition to the house I bought for Regina in Asaba before our marriage, for the use of all of them, I also routinely provide allowances to all members of the family, including her mother, Rita Daniels. Indeed, in the last 2 years, I have a record of transferring 125 million to her alone. When Regina started her rehabilitation, there was a clear instruction by the doctor to strictly restrict people, especially her enablers, from having access to her. The therapy was arranged after I noticed troubling changes in her behavior linked to her dependence on certain illegal substances, including going for 48 hours without sleeping and eating every 2 hours. Unfortunately, Sammy destiny Some of their siblings, together with a few of their friends, notably Sonia Uche Montana, among others, constantly defied those instructions. They would come into the house uninvited, sometimes forcing their way in, and would bring her the same rope she was being treated for. Instead of helping her recover, they encouraged her addiction and completely frustrated the efforts of the doctors and therapists working with her. It is important to note that Lawrence, Sammy, his girlfriend Enke, Destiny, Sonia and others took the same road as Regina. In fact, Lawrence and Sammy were the ones who first introduced and supplied this road to her. They were deeply involved in the habits themselves, and rather than helping her get better, they kept drawing her back into the same destructive lifestyle. I do not drink alcohol nor smoke. In fact, I am a vegetarian, so I found these characters and behaviors reprehensible and totally unacceptable. Just 4 weeks ago, I woke up around 4 a.m. and realized that Regina was in my room and on the phone. She was clearly high, and she knows that I do not want her in my room in that condition. I asked her to go to her room, and she told me that Sammy's girlfriend was in her room. I was alarmed and angry because that girl should never have been in my house, let alone around Regina, since she is one of the enablers who constantly bring her the substance she's addicted to. I told Regina that the girl had to leave and one of my drivers dropped her off. 30 minutes later, Sammy came to my house shouting and demanding that I come downstairs to face him. He said I had no right to ask his girlfriend to leave my house. He was ranting and threatening, waking up everyone, including the children. I eventually went downstairs and had to instruct the security to physically push him out of my compound. The level of audacity was shocking. Without the influence of Rogue, could he been so bold and disrespectful? They did not stop there. On several occasions, they verbally assaulted and intimidated the police officers stationed at the house for security. The officers were simply following instructions to restrict access for the sake of Regina's recovery, but Sammy and his group would insult and threaten them. Whenever Regina wanted to go out and I was not around, she would become extremely hostile towards the police and domestic staff. She would shout, threaten, and use abusive words, insisting that she must leave the house no matter what. Hey! Prisoner inside husband house. Wahala. There were at least 2 serious incidents where she left home in the evening and did not return until the next day. The first incident, she returned in the morning around 9 a.m. When I asked where she had been all night, she casually said she was at a nightclub. When I questioned why she would stay out all night, ignoring my calls and refusing to answer messages, her response was, "You are not my father, so don't ask me where I was." I found out that she was with Cassie, and that Cassie was staying in Regina's house in life camp. Cassie is the chemist and supplier of the group. I had to go to life camp at 6 p.m. to ask her to leave. With her around Regina, the therapy became a joke. On another occasion, on the kid's birthday to be precise, I returned home the kids because Regina said she would stay with her Nollywood friends for dinner. She didn't return until 5 p.m. The next day, I took so much nonsense just for the sake of the kids. I also knew that Rogue had a lot to do with it. As to her reasons for continuing with Rose, she will always say, just like her mother, that it is a celebrity lifestyle. They will always mention 2 well-known pop stars, Imagine the pain of a husband trying to help his wife recover, only to have the process sabotaged by her siblings and friends, the very people who should have been supporting her healing. This pattern of behavior made it almost impossible for her to recover. Each time progress was made, they would undo it by smuggling in the same rogue she was fighting to give up. The entire household lived in tension and fear because of their constant harassment, interference, and disregard for boundaries. It would be interesting to know her reason for the island behavior in the house the day that Sammy and other siblings came and attacked my staff. Security taking Regina away after doing a video which they posted the next day. Why did they do video? Why did they post it? They simply planned and orchestrated the script all in my absence. Regardless of the fact that my kids were there, they took away many things from my house, including one of my phones, money, and many other items. Everything that happened that day was in my house. In my absence, nobody was beaten and nobody could have contemplated that. It is blatantly false to say that I sent talks to beat Regina in another house. The video that went viral was filmed entirely in front of my house by Regina's sister and her friend. It was a pure Nollywood scenario in front of my property in my absence. Sammy should have a life of his own outside of Regina and pursue his career. When his brother Lawrence went to London a couple of years ago to do his master's, I also offered the same opportunity to Sammy, but he declined and insisted he wanted to stay in Nigeria and pursue his career in music. He has been arrested a few times by the police and the EFCC. He needs a total rehab. Otherwise, his violent behavior will continue. Wow, wow, wow. Everybody needs rehab. Everybody needs rehab. Wala, 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 wala. And then this family, wey be say all of them for house need rehab. Now you still they chook your head. They chook your head, they go. Regina says she no do again. Leave her. If she says she no want rehab, let her be. I no sure say you love her plus her mama or her family or even her father. Because if all of them true say you mean well for her, they no go they say, oh, they no go, no. I beg, it's okay. It's okay. Marriage no be do up by matter. So people come dey talk, but as Regina na rogue user, if for better make Ned let her go, especially as she no want the marriage again. Next one say, all I see is a brother fighting for his little sister. What happened before the video started rolling? Next one say, I believe everything Ned said. Regina and her family needs total rehabilitation. That Sammy is not mentally stable at all. Next person say, he who knows how to eat a golden fish must know how to pay the price. Chino Achebe, 1993. First person say, thank God I sabi edit and join video to wire politician. Next person say, LOL, videos of Sammy defending his sister is a problem. This man is a narcissist final boss, mentioning the name of her Nollywood friends to make others scared and Gina isolated as well. Next person say, and you still gum put Linus. The next say, since they are bad people, let her go now. Why are you holding them hostage? Next person say, Epa, sorry, just let her go, release Sammy and close the chapter. Next person say, why was Regina locked up and restricted from her family? The next say, is she a prisoner that they won't let her go out? This is a proof that Regina is nobody in her husband's house. If not for the intervention of her brother, she won't have a life of her own. Senator Ned, since this family is causing you a lot of trouble, why not let them go, sir? Allow them carry their problems and go now. This person say, oh yeah, we don't hear, Epa. Set them free. They are family of rogue, Abi. It's okay, release them. Let them go. Why rehab? Now you born them? Next person say, this video is not in favor of Nedna. Listen to the conversation. You will understand that it is a brother fighting for a sister. You for watch am well before posting as evidence of harassment Odiegu. Next person say, this thing na movie. The next say, Oga, you didn't draw the line. You even had security. You didn't use it. If this statement is true, you were too soft. See this one. Maybe you were carried away with the love of your other 6th wife. Next person say, now wow, imagine a man of influence and wealth fighting dirty like this over a woman. Women don't finish. This money and influence does not in any way equal maturity and being wealthy. At heart to wala. Say fighting over a woman. He say no dey fight. He say it won't help him. He's a helper. Na helper him be o. Alright, so my cry people them. Men are just saying, this one, that one. They are so pained, like they just can't handle it. That women are not like before again. Oh my gosh. Women don't get any room or warehouse where they keep men again. They go say, you know not to keep man. Women, they don't get that warehouse again. The warehouse has been sold. No warehouse again to keep man. No. So if you good, they stay. You know good, they move. And some men, they just cannot handle it. They're in the comment section crying. Oh, she did this. Oh, she did that. Let her return. If they say me they return, Regina can even return money. But can Ned return wetin Regina don't give? So it's not about this one or that one. What we should be preaching is peace. Marriage don't be by force. Regina says she don't marry again. Fine and good. Let them just live peacefully for the sake of their children. Because they say when big elephant like this, they fight. They ground, I go to hear them. This is my parable every day. I bet me when I give me new one. Wala. Alright, so my crack people like this. I go softly drop my look on. Thank you for watching. Wanna stay beautiful. Bye.